Here we are on the back, and we're going to look at this problem where we're going to need to complete the square. So we want to sketch the graph, give 5 points including the vertex, and give the domain and range. So the first thing we want to do is we want to take our constant term here and we want to subtract that so that it's on the other side of the equation. So we're going to end up with y minus 12 equals 2x squared plus 12x. The next thing we want to do is factor out this 2 from our x terms. So we'll get y minus 12 equals 2 times x squared plus now 6x. Now we're at the crucial point where we actually complete the square. So far we just rearranged everything. Now we're going to actually make both sides bigger by adding something. And so on the next line, we're going to take x squared and factor that in, going to be x times x. And then in order to get 6x, we're going to take half of that, which is going to be 3x. Sorry, or excuse me, 3. And so when I see these, there should be a connection between these two. Now, as a reminder, x plus 3 squared would give us x squared. Then 3x and 3x gives us the 6x, which is so far the same. But it also gives us plus 9. And so that plus 9 is what's needed to complete the square. So what's going to happen is I'm going to come over here, and that 9 needs to go inside of the parentheses in both sides. And so in order to add 9 there, I would actually be adding 9 times this 2 that's the coefficient out in front. 2 and the 9. So that means on the left side, I also need to add 2 times 9, which is going to be 18. So that's the completing the square step. After that, we're just left to simplify. 18 minus 12 gives us y plus 6. And finally, I subtract the 6 from both sides to get to my final function. So we can see there that if we're looking for the vertex, we're going to get the opposite of 3, so it's shifted 3 to the left, and the same sign as the 6 over here, negative 6. Our domain is always all the real numbers, and our range is always going to be from this vertex. We're going to see that over here. So we're going to go from negative 6 opening up to infinity. Okay, and we can now do our graph. Negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, and 2. When we square them, it gives us 4, 1, 0, 1, 4. We see that there's a plus 3 that needs to happen, so we subtract and do the opposite, getting negative 5, negative 4, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1. And then on the outside, there's a times 2 and a minus 6. So 8 minus 6 is going to give us 2. 2 minus 6, negative 4. 0 minus 6, 2 minus 6, and 8 minus 6. And so notice that we have our 5 points, and we also have the vertex again right here, negative 3, negative 6. So our graph should look like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. So negative 5, positive 2 there, negative 4, negative 4, negative 3, negative 6, negative 2, negative 4, and negative 1, 2. And that's our completing the square.